Messy engines. Bill and Ben, the tank engine twins, loved to work together at the quarry. They loved to play together around the yards and bump trucks around. They also loved to make mischief together. One evening, as the sun was setting, Bill and Ben were finishing off the last of the shunting. They felt tired but pleased the work was done. "Phew, that was hard work," sighed Bill. "There's too much work for us two engines," agreed Ben. Boko chugged in alongside. He had just finished delivering some fruit trucks to the market. "My diesel oil will run out soon," gasped Boko. "What we need is another engine." The twins agreed. "And there'll be one on the way," said a voice. It was the Fat Controller. "I can see you three engines have worked very hard, so another engine is coming to help out. Bill and Ben, please make sure you help the new engine with the jobs around the quarry." "Yes, sir," replied the twins together, and they puffed back to the sheds. That night the twins couldn't stop thinking about the new engine. They were very excited. "I hope he's a fun engine," said Bill. "And full of puff as well," said Ben. They thought about the engine all night long. The next morning, Bill and Ben were ready and waiting to meet the new engine. Boko was waiting too, but he had to leave soon. He had to collect his train from Edward Station. The Fat Controller arrived. He came to greet the new engine too. Soon they heard a shrill whistle in the distance. "Here he comes!" cried Bill. "I can't wait!" cried Ben excitedly. Then, puffing alongside Boko, was the new engine. The twins were pleased. The new engine was small and blue. He had piping all around his tanks and had a number 14 painted on his side. He looked very smart. "This is Charlie," said the Fat Controller. "He's going to be helping out with the shunting." Charlie was very pleased to see Bill and Ben. "Hello, I'm Charlie," he smiled. "Hello, I'm Bill." "And I'm Ben." "Bill and Ben, please show Charlie how to shunt trucks," said the Fat Controller. "I'll be back later to see that you are all working together." "Yes, sir," smiled the twin engines. "Goodbye, Charlie," tooted Boko. "I must go now. It was a pleasure to meet you." And Boko chugged away. Charlie was very excited. He looked at Bill and Ben. "Come on, Charlie," whistled Bill. "Let's go and have some fun," whistled Ben. And the twins raced off to shunt trucks. "Wait for me," called Charlie as he raced off after them. Bill and Ben took Charlie to the hopper. The gravel was to be loaded into the trucks, but the twins decided to have some fun. "What's this?" sniggered Bill. He puffed forward and pushed his truck under the hopper. Then, just as the gravel was going into the truck, Bill raced back and the rest of the load went all over the track. Bill and Ben laughed and laughed. The quarry manager was very cross. "That wasn't funny," he scolded. "Now look what you've done." "Sorry, sir," sighed Bill. "But it was funny, though," chuckled Charlie. The quarry master turned to Charlie. "Let me tell you," he began. "We at the quarry follow the rules to the letter. Now, as you're the new engine, I expect you to behave yourself." Charlie sighed. He wanted to have some fun. Then Ben had an idea. "While Bill is clearing up the mess," he explained, "I'll show you how to shunt loaded trucks." Charlie thought this was a great idea. "Then get to work, you two," said the quarry master. "Bill, you can join them as soon as you've cleared up this mess." Bill grumbled as he went to work. Ben and Charlie puffed over to the yards to where the loaded trucks were waiting. The trucks looked troublesome, but that didn't bother the two engines. "What's this?" called Ben, and he charged forward and bumped the trucks into a long line. "Ow, ow, ow!" cried the trucks. "That looks like fun," cheered Charlie. "Let me try." And he raced forward and biffed and bashed the trucks into a long line. "Ow, ow, 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 ow!" the trucks groaned again. "This is fun," smiled Charlie. Ben agreed, and soon both engines were bumping the trucks around the yards. It wasn't long before all of the loaded trucks were shunted into long lines.
"Now I have to take on water," said Ben. "Can you take my train of trucks to the quarry gates for me, please? Then you can come back for yours. Then you, me and Bill can deliver the trains together."
"Of course I will," smiled Charlie, and Ben puffed away. Charlie went to the front of Ben's train, but the trucks didn't want to go with Charlie. But as Charlie buffered up to the trucks, they had a naughty idea. "Pay Charlie out! Pay Charlie out!" But Charlie didn't hear them. "Come along, trucks," he said. "Time to go to the quarry gates." Charlie pulled and pulled and pulled, but the trucks didn't move. Charlie tried again. He pulled as hard as he could, but the trucks giggled. Hold back, they cried. Charlie took one big puff and pulled. He heaved, he huffed, and he puffed. Then there was trouble. A coupling broke. Crack! Charlie shot forward out of the yards and straight towards Bill. Bill gasped. "Stop!" he cried, but it was too late. Charlie bumped Bill and his trucks out from under the hopper and into some buffers. Dust flew everywhere, all over Bill and the workmen. As that happened, gravel poured out all over Charlie. Charlie was covered from funnel to bunker in gravel. The quarry master was very cross. "Now look what you've done," he shouted crossly. "It will take a long time to clear up this mess." "I'm sorry, sir," said Charlie. "It was those trucks. The Fat Controller will not like this at all," said the quarry master. That afternoon, the Fat Controller came to see the three engines. "Bill, Ben and Charlie, I am surprised," he said sternly. "I asked you to finish the work by the time I come back, but all you have done is made a mess. It seems you three still have a lot to learn about trucks. When Boko comes back," he went on, "I will have him help all of you deliver the trucks to the harbour."
"Yes, sir," said Bill. "Sorry, sir," said Ben.
"We didn't mean to cause all this trouble," sighed Charlie sadly. When Boko returned, the twins explained what had happened. Boko smiled. "Come on, all of you," he said. "Let's go and deliver the trains to the harbour." All the engines agreed. "Maybe this will be even more fun," thought Charlie. "It will be," smiled Boko. "Working together always makes the job go faster." "Indeed," whistled Bill and Ben together, and the four friends set off to collect the trucks of gravel. As they puffed out of the quarry, Bill, Ben and Charlie had to agree that playing together may be fun, but working together is the best fun of all.